Yo guys, how's it going? Akimoto here. Today we're going to be getting some work done on these radiators here for my YZ125. So over here I have the left radiator, and this goes on the left side of the bike of course, and this one is actually quite bent. You can see all the fins right here are bent, a few over here, and the mount on this side right here is actually bent downward, so we're going to have to go through and try and bend this back. This is made of aluminum, so it should be pretty easy to bend back. Now for our right radiator here, as far as I'm aware, it's not really bent in any ways, but I will go through and make sure everything's still good to go on that radiator. So first we're going to get all the hardware that I pulled off of these radiators, which is the caps and all the little rubber grommets, and give these a nice soak in the soak tank. Alright, now we're going to give the radiators a good soak in the soak tank as well. Because these are aluminum, we really shouldn't have to worry about any corrosion or anything like that. Like if they were to be steel, then we'd have to worry about rust. Alright guys, now I'm going to let the radiators soak here in my degreaser, which is just simple green and water. We'll let these soak for about 10 minutes and we'll pull these out and dry them off. Alright guys, now that the radiators are all clean, I can get to straightening them. So first we're going to start with this radiator. I'm going to start with all the mounts on this side and over here. Alright guys, so I got the left radiator bent back pretty close. Not perfect, but I'm happy with where it is now. It's pretty straight, and if it doesn't line perfectly on the bike, we could always adjust it. It's kind of hard to know how much to adjust it when it's off the bike. You can kind of only go by the straightness of the sides and all the corners. But anyway, we got it pretty straight, so now I'm going to go through and try and straighten out some of these fins. And all I'm going to be using to do this is some flat blade screwdrivers. Alright guys, so we got most of the fins on the radiator straightened out, and here I'm going to show you guys how I determine if the radiator is all good to go. And as you guys can see, there's light passing all the way through the radiator. See the background? Light passing through. You don't see any blockages of any kind. Or the fins may not be absolutely perfect, but the main objective is just to make sure that there's steady flow through them, and you can look by seeing how much light goes through them. So I have these both pretty straight. If I need to do any fine tuning when I mount them up onto the bike, I will. And then again, these radiators are rubber mounted, so they're never going to be absolutely perfect, and they do have a little bit of wiggle room once they are on the bike. So now that we're all done straightening these out, I'm going to go through and shine up the aluminum on these with some Prime MX cleaning pads. Now these ones are pretty worn out, so hopefully these will work for these last two radiators, because these are the last two parts I have on the bike to shine. So yeah, I'm using the fine pad. It's kind of worn down right now, but that's okay. These are sold in 6-inch and 8-inch sizes. This was an 8-inch, but yeah, again, pretty worn. But it will work fine for this project here. So let's get started. And of course, I'll be wearing some eye protection and a respirator anytime I'm working with these pads. Alright guys, so we have our radiators here nice and straightened out and shiny, and now we just have to insert our little rubber grommets back into the radiators. So for these rubber grommets, they have a slightly thicker side and a slightly thinner side, and the thinner side will be facing up on this surface right here, or towards the frame of the bike. And for these little inserts right here, I'm going to be adding a very thin coat of grease to them, just so if we ever have to take them out, they'll slide out nice and easy and won't bond to the rubber over time. Alright guys, now we're going to go ahead and install our radiator cap. Alright guys, and we are all done with these radiators. These things turned out super clean with this blue overflow line, the nice and shiny metal. Gonna complement these blue radiator hoses so well, which these aren't actually new. I just cleaned these things up in the parts washer and they look just like new. So yeah, we already had those on the bike. We get to reuse that, save some money. Good quality hoses right there. And yeah, gonna look super, super thick. Blue and nice clean aluminum look. Doesn't get much fresher than that, guys. So I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I had a ton of fun making it. Straightening radiators is definitely a learning process. But yeah, I had fun with this. And overall, pretty psyched about how this cool little project came out. Of course, not perfect, but at the end of the day, it's a radiator. It's going to be covered up by this super sweet looking louver. But hey, you know what? The straighter we can get the fins, the better the airflow, the better the performance, the better the cooling. And if you guys aren't already subscribed to the channel, definitely do make sure you guys subscribe right after this video so you guys don't miss any upcoming build videos. But yeah guys, I'm super, super stoked on how nice and shiny the metal came out. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.